Conversation. 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 Conversation.
And I'm back. Hang on. There we are.
How does it feel to be spooky, Si?
Very. Intro, Ben and Liam with conversation how unboxing this game /magic/describe/do.
No, that means a change in... Never mind.
So what's the first bit then? The first bit, before the introduction, we're going to say you can get super loot.
That's for the end.
That's for the end, so why is it first?
Because I wrote it down first. Do you want to say it? Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Yeah, man, rubbing nipples is amazing.
I mean, at least you own it, I guess.
Kittens.
Robes. Jack. Ow.
So we're basically like 20 years in the future, but our clothes make us look like we're scummy college dropouts from the 80s.
I'm recording, go away. It's really hot in here.
You're really hot.
Ah. No, but seriously, there's like 14 lights and it's terrifying.
Are you proud, father?
You know he's not.
I just wasn't prepared for how sexy that was. You really caught me off guard.
Mayo. I eat you every day, oh. You make me feel okay, oh. Mayo.
Simon, vlog. It's a good vlog. It's a good vlog, buddy.
Good lord. Tell the world about promoting gigs.
Hello, Internet. We are speaking to you from the past. It's currently our now, but to you, it's also now, but our past.
Let's see your best impression, Ben.
Of what?
Just your best impression.
Betty the got the whoops in my beret, caused a lot of trouble. Who's gonna see the Queen on Christmas Day then?
You're editing it correct.
Nah, I might just upload it straight from the SD card. That's just how I roll.
Fair enough.
Sausage link.
Right.
I go through my mic.
Going through your stuff.
Today's word is toilet. A small gift that you may give to a child as a solstice or Christmas gift. Toilet.
I did it.
Robes. Check.
that
know.
it?
I don't know. Has it done it?
Has it?
Has it?
Are we on?
We look like we're on.
Are we on?
That looks quite loud.
Are we alive?
That's a separate thing.
Has it started?
Hey, someone just followed me on TikTok.
Nerd.
Ned, yeah, I like TikTok.
Ah.
You're really off centre, by the way. So am I.
Well, I was. Yeah.
Where are you going?
I was just gonna be here.
You're just going to be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the fancy bit where you. What's that thing called? Where you half the thing and then half it and then half it and half it and draw the swirl.
Maths.
Yeah, but it makes it look pretty. I
Pretty
want to be in the
maths.
swirl.
You want to be in pretty maths.
I want to be pretty swirl.
I think you're already pretty swell.
I think you're wearing a shirt
Thank you.
fashioned
I am.
out of the carpets of everyone's grandparents ever.
It needs like a sweater vest over the top to tone it down, doesn't it? Like a turquoise.
I don't know what's
fascist
I
these
don't know
days.
what's
I know all about
worse.
clothes.
The fact that you said turquoise or the fact that I would
Teal.
already pictured it being turquoise before you said
Yeah,
anything.
because it's the loudest colour next to burgundy. I know all about clothes these days. I'm a real fascist.
That's not what that means.
I think I know what the word fascist means. Someone that hates the others. I was going to be specific about which others, but then I didn't.
Good.
Hi.
Hello.
This is a podcast. You can see all of the music equipment behind me, and my face is awfully, awfully pale. Can't do anything about that. That's just me. How pale are you, Ben?
I've been outside in the last 6 months.
Yeah, England though.
Only once or twice.
Right. How'd
So
that go?
it was horrible.
Yeah.
Should have just stayed in like what you do.
Just stay in. I mean, I do go to work. It's just that my work
Yeah.
is very close to my house. It's pretty good.
Welcome to the live stream.
Welcome. That was the end of that word. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're
See, you're welcome. So many welcomes.
Well, good. Live stream.
Live stream.
Is this later than the usual live stream or earlier?
I think it's earlier. The last few we've done have been in the evening.
Is that through necessity or?
I can't remember. It's been a few.
Neither.
But we're still half an hour late.
Is there a reason? Do you want to tell the folks?
The bus is screwed because roadworks, and I
Also late.
got here at the time that we should have started because I
Yes.
had to walk with my legs.
Your legs are really sweaty.
These.
Oh,
legs.
those legs. I just cut straight through the partition. Look at that. We should get you on Trump's wall so you can stick a leg through it.
Didn't they
Nah.
put seesaws through?
Yeah.
Someone put seesaws through. That was very nice.
That's cute.
It was wholesome in the face of.
The wall seesaw.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. Several seesaws. Look at that.
Several bright pink seesaws.
That's pretty great. Although this girl does not look like she's enjoying it. You can't really tell, it's all pixely.
Not as much fun
That's better.
as you'd want.
Nah. I want the most fun. Why is there Darth Jar Jar on screen, Ben?
Because I've just been to see Star Wars, Liam.
How long has Star Wars been out? 3 months?
Yeah, it was before Christmas, but I'm a busy boy.
Busy old boy.
So I went to go and see it. First time I've ever been to the cinema on my own, some lonesome.
Interesting. So we're going to get into a whole pile of different things. One of the things we're going to get into is the fact that I recently had a very similar conversation to this on someone else's YouTube channel. We'll get to that. But I was going to go see Star Wars by myself in preparation for that, but in the end didn't.
But you have seen it.
I have seen it, I've just not seen it by myself. But I had planned to, and that would have been the first time I went to the cinema by myself. It also would have been the first time ever I saw a movie twice in cinemas. I've never seen a movie twice in cinemas. Really?
I saw Joker twice in cinemas.
I haven't seen
School
it
of
once.
Rock. You've not seen Joker?
I've not seen Joker. I tend to resent things that are really popular.
Well, I have it on Blu-ray if you wish to watch.
It's already on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, okay.
It came out on the 10th of February.
I'll let you know
It
when
was
I get...
still in the cinema.
Yeah, Jesus. I'll let you know if I get a Blu-ray player.
Cool, you should.
It's all streaming now.
I mean, get it and then let me know and I'll lend it you.
How much are Blu-ray players?
Or you could come round. We could watch it. We'll get popcorn, fluffy slippers.
Fluffy slippers? Blu-ray players aren't too expensive. Okay, good to know. Now we know. How much are slippers?
I mean, the Blu-ray was between £35 and £70. The slippers, on the other hand...
Oh, they can go up to 50 quid. So that's
Wow.
nearly as much as a Blu-ray player. I'll have to do
You
some
can spend
budgeting
more
and
on
get back to
slippers
you.
than you can on Blu-ray players.
Yeah, but it doesn't take into account the shipping or the Blu-ray disc itself.
Well, I've already got that, so I'll lend it you.
I do like 3 live streams a week and I still don't have my stuff set up correctly.
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it? Do we want to start the actual podcast or not yet?
Let's start the actual podcast and then go back to what we were talking about with the Star Wars, as that's the theme.
Oh, God!
What we could do in the edit
Yes.
is we can
Alright.
do the intro now
Yeah.
and then put it in front of the stuff that we just said about Star Wars and then just continue talking.
I haven't hit record. So we're going out on the podcast. We're going out on the live stream. This is not recording.
Ah, right, well, that thing that I just said won't work.
I went too far down.
Yes, hit that record button.
Hit that record, Jack. Put it in your pocket and don't look back. Take some time to finger your mum. And if she says,
What have you done?
What have you done?
It's meant to be in the bum. Bum.
Ah.
Hello.
That's a weird 15 seconds to start the podcast.
Hello.
That's fine. Hello.
Podcast.
Podcast. Conversation Hat podcast. Shall I do the spiel or do you want to do the spiel?
You do the spiel.
Welcome to the Conversation Hat podcast, a tangential, ostensibly comedy podcast. My chair squeaked. I'm going to take another run at that. Thank God it's not live. See, if we fade in now, it'll sound like someone made a joke. And that'll make perfect sense for the Conversation Hat podcast. Nailed it.
That's what this is.
Ostensibly comedy podcast for geeks, artists, and terrible people. Between us, we are all 3 of those. Is that right, co-host Ben Pearson?
I think that it is correct, co-host Liam Taylor.
I nailed it. He knew what I was doing and he nailed it.
I did, we were saying our
And we
names.
drew attention to it. That's how good we are.
Yes.
Podcast. Today, it is a live stream day, and that means Star Wars. Not necessarily, but in this situation, it does. Chewie, no.
I can't do a Chewie.
What colour lightsaber would yours be, Ben? Don't say purple, don't say yellow. Those are loser colours. It's got to be green or blue or Sith.
I like purple. Why is it a loser colour?
So basically, they added what it was
Samuel L. Jackson wanted to be seen on screen, so he was allowed a purple lightsaber
Well-
and no one else was.
because I think they did green screen stuff. Did they do green screen in the first? No, they wouldn't have had chroma key in the 70s, would they?
No,
What it was
they had just light up tubes.
it was literally red is bad guys, blue is good guys.
Yes.
That's as complicated as it was for the first movie.
And green is
when was it green?
the
Second
next-
or third?
definitely
Empire?
third. I think it's just third because doesn't Luke lose his lightsaber when his hand gets cut off?
The reason they went with a green one was because they were in the desert for loads of it, and Lucas wanted something that would really pop against the blue sky. Green lightsaber.
Okay.
That's all it was. The purple one came about because Samuel L. Jackson was like, I could be a Jedi. I want a purple sword. And they're like, no. Like, I'll do it if I get a purple sword. I'm like, why does he need a pimp cane in Star Wars? Why? So that's why that one was. And that was like the gateway to everyone going, I want a yellow one there. To pretend that they're super rare and stuff. But then you've got the dark saber and all sorts. Do you know why they're red? I'm such a nerd. Do you know why they're red?
Is it anger?
So, you know the crystals? That
Yes, the
go
Kyber
into
crystals.
Good man, you've done some research. You've got to do like some sort of stupid mind meld with the crystals.
The crystal chooses you, like the ones in
Like
Harry
the ones
Potter.
in Harry Potter. You've got to have like some sort of consent-based thing, and then it jumps in your lightsaber and it goes the color of the crystal. The Sith, their crystals go red because they dominate the crystal.
Kinky.
Yeah, so it's like red because it's like off, basically. Because rather than having like a back and forth consensual relationship with their lightsaber, they were like, no, get in my scabbard. You
Piccadilly whore.
Piccadilly whore.
I know why Kylo Ren has like the Claymore type thing.
Because it looks rad.
I mean, it really does. But the reason
Yeah.
is that his kyber crystal is like super powerful
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
overcharged.
So it like needs exhaust ports to let out some of the extra.
It's pretty cool.
Which is also why it's all shimmery and
Yeah,
instead of
that's why it's all wavery rather than just a straight line.
dicky.
One of the things that I really loved about... We'll get into the critique. I'm sure we will. For the podcast people, we just discussed this on the live stream, but Ben has just seen Rise of Skywalker.
Yes, first time I've ever been to the cinema on my own.
Yeah.
It was all right.
But I think...
The experience of going on
Yeah.
my own was all right. Like
Yeah.
the child that ended up sitting next to me, because I was really pleased. The movie started,
Yeah.
and there was no one sat next to me. I was like, cool, I'll put my bag and my coat on
Yeah.
the thing next to me.
Have a good old
And then after the yellow text had gone, people
Yeah.
come in and just sort of stand.
Right.
And I was like, well, I knew you were going to sit next to me, so I've already moved my stuff.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
still seem lost.
Yes. Yeah.
Could you? And then there was a child opening a meal deal sandwich way too slowly. No, just opened your sandwich, and
It's like
the
if you-
father of the
if you try to
children, who
make it
probably only
last-
gets them every weekend,
Yeah.
needed to open the sandwich for him, but he didn't. So, fuck you, people who were sat next to me.
It's like when you try to do something really quietly, because you know it's going to make a big old noise, but it's way more disruptive. 'cause
Just
it
make
takes
a
longer.
second of big noise.
And then it's done.
Yeah.
I think we'll get into like critiques of Star Wars films and stuff, and maybe before that we'll just gush a little bit about random cool stuff. I want to say before we do any of that we had a slightly more, I had a slightly more formal chat about the Star Wars sequels. Boom, whip. This will be good on the live stream, and I will have to audio describe it for the listeners at home or on the commute, wherever you happen to be. So me and Ben both did a couple episodes with Val Verde Broadcasting. Val
We
Verde,
did.
of course, is Richard Jackson's show, one of our most popular episodes for whatever reason. It is a good episode, in fairness. And I think there's a whole lot of Val Verde fans out there, so that could be why. So if you go to YouTube and search Val Verde Broadcasting, VAL for Val, space VERDE for Verde, and broadcasting is like how you spell broadcasting. It Ain't Broke episode 65 has got me with Richard talking about the Star Wars sequels, and I just want to preface our conversation about Star Wars with we're probably going to touch on some of the similar ground. Ben wasn't in the room for this recording because he didn't
Because
want
I
to get
hadn't
it spoiled.
seen it and I didn't want spoilers.
Yeah, which is fair enough. So we're probably going to cover some of the same ground by accident. If you want a slightly more formal conversation about Star Wars, go watch the Val Verde one.
But finish listening to this first.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
This first,
Yeah.
then that.
Because that's only available on YouTube, obviously. The other thing I was going to say, also Richard actually works in film, so rather than having like two nerdy persons talk about it, you have actually someone who knows the industry rather well talk about some of the more finer
More of the stuff.
production-y details. Production-y? Yeah.
Production.
Yeah. So, Val Verde Broadcasting, there's a load of really cool stuff on there. There's 2 episodes with Ben. You did... What were the ones you did?
I did Team America and Batman.
Both very good. Someone has time... seems a little bit rude, but like they're linked to all the times when Ben didn't answer with words.
Yeah.
Which is... I don't know if that's mean or funny. It could be both.
I mean, kind of, yeah. I was just looking. I saw those and I realised that almost 4 years of doing a podcast has not helped me become more eloquent.
No.
I was
I suppose.
seemed to be a lot of what I say.
I mean, I guess the thing with podcasts is you do have an editor, so like if either of us take 20 minutes to get around to saying something, Laura will just bin it,
Yeah.
which is more for her own sanity than anyone else's. But
Yeah,
okay.
that was done as live, and
Yeah. What were some of the Star Wars things we were going to talk about? Kyber crystals.
yep.
Yes. What was the other thing? So the movie you just saw. Here's a
Yes.
fun fact that occurred to me. When Rey and Kylo, spoilers,
Oh yeah, this will be spoilery.
when they, when they totally scissor, when they're fighting on the outside of the Death Star,
Yes.
and in the water world,
Water splushy splush.
there's a bit where like Rey gets her hand and she's like, "Ah, fuck." That was just Kylo accidentally hitting her on the hand, and they just left it in.
I like
Because
that.
I like the whole thing about like Jedi are supposed to be like these super like adept, amazing sword people.
But sometimes
But
they hit their
sometimes,
fingers.
like, she's been a Jedi for 20 minutes. Like, she's going to get her hand nicked occasionally.
Yeah.
And they just left it in, which was, bastard. But they could have put, like, a smoke effect on a hand or something to, like, sizzle, bacon smell, whatever. Nah, screw it. Why not?
Do we know? This is something that
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering. Do we know if all of that had been filmed before Carrie Fisher died?
No. So, the Carrie Fisher stuff, I think it was... I think she died partway through the filming of the second of this trilogy.
But she was in this one.
Most of that is repurposed or unused footage from and deleted scenes from previous episodes, from previous...
Okay, because I did think a couple
Films.
of like the over-the-shoulder bits, they could just have someone who looked a bit like
There
her
is that.
from the back.
There's one of the
Like
big
that.
hugs in this one. Apparently, the actress who plays Rey was talking about... They filmed that and it was a deleted scene from either the first or second of that trilogy. And it was like the longest hug in the world, and the director wasn't calling cut, and Carrie Fisher just whispers, "Fuck, is this going to end?" And like you can see, it looks like Rey is crying, but that's the actress going, "Nah." Good
Good old Carrie Fisher.
old Carrie Fisher. What did you think about Leia's death? Because was that like the catalyst for Kylo Ren turning back into Ben Solo?
I think
Spoilers.
it was.
Yeah.
I expected a little more, but Leia isn't a massive Force user person, so it made sense that, you know, she was getting on and projecting even just one word
Yeah.
across however far it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna take a lot out of you.
Yeah, sure.
And they did need Leia, I think, to die in this.
Yeah.
Because of Carrie Fisher.
Yes.
And for it to happen like that, I think was all right. It was just enough to do what it needed to do.
Yep. Wasn't too heavy-handed.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
too, hey, we're doing this because the actress is dead. It felt like something that would... Yeah,
Naturally
I thought that
happen,
was
yeah.
done.
Did you know that her daughter was in it as well?
Who was her daughter?
Gotta Google Carrie Fisher's daughter.
I did wonder if, like, a few of the bits where... I think, like, there's a bit where Poe is talking about Leia. I wonder if that had been filmed after Carrie Fisher had died, because there was lots of emotion-y bits in that.
Billy Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I did know that. I'd just
Okay.
forgotten that I knew it.
I love things like that. It's like, that was in my pocket of information for a while. And then I forgot it. Star Wars. Bum, Star Trek. You've been watching Picard? Me neither.
No, I don't do Star Trek.
No, fair. Me neither. Oh my god, I can't believe we've never spoken about this. Me
I
neither.
feel like
I don't get it.
people are just like, oh yeah, you should watch it, and I feel that I should start with the very first episode that was ever aired and then go through that. I tried it once. I got to like episode 4, and because it's quite old TV, it's very different than
it's way
the TV is now.
Oh god damn it! Your stupid Instagram thing didn't update.
No, it didn't.
Sorry, that's not my fault. That's Streamlabs' fault.
Yeah, I'm still gonna say it's you.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so I feel like I would have to start then to get all the lore and care about it as much.
I used to watch DS9 and the other good one, Voyager, with my dad quite a lot, but it was more just Dad was watching it and it was on, and I was waiting for The Simpsons to be on. Or actually, I was waiting for Star Trek to be off so that I could watch Sister, probably.
I mean, saying that, I feel like I'd have to go and watch the original one from yesteryear. Over the last couple of months, Kyle, hi Kyle, he's been on the show before.
Oh, that Kyle.
Lent me Dragon Ball Z Kai and Dragon Ball Super.
Right.
And I thoroughly enjoyed both of these things without having to go back to when Dragon Ball came out in 1984.
Right, yeah.
Even though I had watched 60 episodes of that. And my heavens, is that a lot to watch?
Oh, yeah.
So perhaps watching Picard now, whilst I would not have as complete an understanding as someone who's geeked out and fanned over it for however many decades, I may still enjoy it. But no, I've not seen it.
To some extent, they need to make it like
accessible,
yeah, for non-fans or non-dedicated
or newer fans.
Newer fans, noobs. Star Wars. I'm just trying to remember like bits of it. Do you want to
I'm gonna go
like,
into the
chronologically, or do you want to
bits.
just start complaining?
I'm not complaining.
Okay. Sorry if I'm snotty, but I am snotty. Sorry about that. If I am.
Yeah, it's not a complaint. I was impressed that I managed to go like 3 months without hearing any spoilers, really.
Sure.
There was a minor one which didn't actually turn out to be true, so not quite a spoiler. And even if it were...
What was that?
Well, I saw somewhere that... I mean, I like skipped past it as soon as I read a little bit.
Yeah.
But I believe that the person said that either it would make more sense for this to happen, or I misread just some names and stuff, that Palpatine was Ben's grandfather.
Right.
Not Rey's grandfather.
Okay.
Which to me, I came up with, like, that's the information that I had or thought that I had. That would have made more sense to me, because then Vader didn't have a father, so Palpatine could have done some weird shit to make Vader alive, to then get through, to then get Ben, to then get this, that, and the other.
Been great-grandfather to Kylo Ren.
Yeah, I thought that would have made
Vader
sense.
Was grandfather.
Yeah.
So Palpatine being Darth Vader's dad, basically.
Yeah.
And therefore...
So that would have sort of made a bit
Luke
more...
Skywalker would have been Palpatine's grandson. And that, because that has a lot of knock-on implications for like the earlier films as well. Rather than this character you met 2 movies ago, there's something weird about them. Who gives a crap in the long term of Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that whole thing. Like, I liked that her parents were trying to, like, they were like, your granddad's well evil, so we're going to go hide in the desert for a bit. I quite liked that. And I liked that they were like really creepy bounty hunters coming to find them as well. I sort of liked that whole thing. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't love it.
It felt very spoiler-free. It didn't feel like a huge amount happened. Like how Ben Weasley was like, I'm the spy. I'm like, wait, we only found out that there was a spy like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Why are you the spy? How are you the spy? Oh, Richard D. Grant has shot you. Cool.
I quite liked his character development overall. What was his name?
Well, Bill Weasley.
Yeah, what was his character?
Bad Bill Weasley.
Bill Weasley in Star Wars. I've misspelled most of those words.
Yeah, but you got there.
Hux. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
him.
who was Bill Weasley in Harry Potter?
He was
Gene Wilder. What
that
are you
is
doing?
Gene Wilder. He was a much more important character in the books,
Remember
but he
Scratch.
popped up in, I think, he popped up in Deathly Hallows Part 1,
Right, okay.
just going, "Hi, I'm another Weasley. Here's some
Okay.
backstory well quick that no
So
one
it was just
ever..."
some historic
Yeah.
Weasley. So, yeah, I quite liked Hux's development of, like, oh, I just don't like Kylo Ren. I sort of like that, because actually that mirrors Kylo Ren in the whole sort of, like, actually not being evil, but not strictly speaking being Sith. Because, and we were talking about this earlier, the very first scene in Rise of Skywalker has Kylo Ren, like, carving his way through this weird dusty ash forest.
Yes.
What you don't know, because it's not explained in the film, which is dumb because of how epic it is, that is Mustafar, which is where Darth Vader built his big old lava castle. And those people he's, like, carving through are Darth Vader cultists, which is what Kylo Ren was a film or two ago. So he doesn't give a hot goddamn about the whole Sith Darth Vader.
A hot goddamn,
Hot
ladies and
goddamn.
gentlemen.
That's one hot goddamn. We may have more in the future. He doesn't give a hot goddamn about the whole Darth Vader Sith thing anymore. He just wants to get the prism to go to wherever he's got to go because he wants to kill Palpatine, innit?
Yeah.
So that's interesting that he's now self-serving evil rather than strictly Sith evil. And Hux is exactly the same. He just wants Kylo Ren to not succeed. He doesn't actually care about anything else. So it's interesting
Yeah.
that, like, the different Sith entities, all the leaders are just doing their own separate evil thing whilst still wearing black suits. And it's interesting how it sort of falls apart, like
Yeah.
the Labour Party.
But it kind of feels like Hux was just like, "Yeah, I'm over here doing my job.
Yep.
I don't like my boss. Kill him. Oh, that was... And now I'm dead."
Yeah. But I don't know if necessarily... Oh, yeah, no, Kylo Ren is still in charge of...
Even if he just went, "Why? I just need him to lose. Why? He treats me like shit." Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
enough
yeah.
of a reason instead of because I want him to not win.
Oh, there's him with too much hair. That's an interesting look. Star Wars.
Star Wars. It felt a bit not cheap,
Sure.
but a bit.
What, the Palpatine reveal? Or...
Well. That was announced on Fortnite, as I just say.
No, it was announced on the...
Well, there was the trailer, which I just thought was Snoke laughing,
No.
and then it was like, no, it's Palpatine. Like, what?
'cause it's
The
same-
guy who
it's
died
the
like
original actor, yeah.
1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
In both real life and in Star Wars.
Yes.
Cool. All right. And how they just went, yeah, he's back.
Yep.
Because clones and whatever.
Well, no,
Let's do a quote from Revenge of the Sith to make you remember that they're basically just necromancer wizard things.
Yes.
And
have like
he's
a
responsible
projection.
for all of the everything. He was the bad guy in the last one and really the last one. He's the bad guy in all of the films.
Yeah.
Shut up, that's why.
It's
I changed
interesting
my
that
voice in your brain.
The actual storyline isn't about the Skywalkers at all. It's about
It's Palpatine.
It's Palpatine's storyline because he's there the whole time. He is the Phantom Menace, and then everything else. I don't necessarily mind that. What do you think about like the jar of like Snoke corpses, the Snoke rejects?
Yeah, that was...
That was weird.
Yeah, when he said, "I created Snoke."
Yep.
I was like, okay, so you've
You
oh no,
lit- no,
you
you
straight
mean literally
straight up just
Built
grew him in
out
a
of-
jar.
Yeah, you added water to him every 20 minutes on the crest
He
plant.
was
growing
it's
to Snoke.
like a sponge,
Like a
or
sponge.
one of the flannels you used to get when you were small in the shape of a dinosaur.
Yeah.
You pop it in the bath and flannel.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Pop it
he'd
in the
just
bath
like
and fly down.
found Snoke and given him a ridiculous amount of power,
Right.
but still used him as a puppet, that would be better than I grew him in a
'Cause
flask.
they made a point in like the extended canon, like all the books and stuff that go along with movies. They made a point that Snoke was a race not previously known to exist. So he's literally just pulled out of Palpatine's brain.
Mm.
Rather than being, oh, he's one of these things from this planet. It's like, no, don't know. Didn't even bother to make up a genus or a planet for him.
No,
He's just some
just
dude.
there he is.
Yep. Star Wars.
But it was.
It's a film. It's fine. It's a children's film.
Yeah, it is a kid.
It's a
And
kid's film.
anyone who's going, oh, it's not a kids' film, it is. If it
Ewoks.
wasn't, it wouldn't be a 12A.
Ewoks, Jawas,
Jar
Yoda,
Jar.
Jar Jar, breakdancing Yoda,
I did nearly
Adrian Edmondson.
at the end
film.
of this one.
Yeah.
When there were the Jawas at the end, I did nearly stand up and just scream, Houdini! And I'm annoyed that I didn't, because the second I was about to do that, I went, no, don't. One of them just went, Houdini! I'm like, oh, that would have been great if I just Houdini'd along with the Jawas.
But like, it's 3 months after release. People were just like, "Oh, he timed that. What a prick! He's here
yeah.
by himself. He's doing it by himself because
He's just got one of those
his
passes.
friends
He
are
goes
like, no, I
along
don't
all
want
the
to see
time.
Star Wars again because I know exactly what you're going to do and it's going to ruin it and everyone's going to think you're a bellend."
Well, I'm quite glad I didn't Houdini then,
There we go. Houdini. That's like an apple teeny, isn't it?
but made of owls.
Ah, feathery.
Houdini.
They got really long legs.
They do got really long legs.
And owls.
Penguins got little short legs,
Yeah.
but they do have knees.
Fun.
So I know so many people share that thing, like, oh, during the day I'm so sleepy, but then at night at like 3 a.m. I'm like, oh my god, do penguins have knees? So many people have shared that, but never bothered to Google. Yeah, they do.
I have midnight thoughts and I also have a phone. So then the thoughts go away and I can sleep.
Easier that way.
Yeah. Got a nightlight on my phone as well so it doesn't blind everyone. Star Wars. What do you think about Chewie not dying?
I thought that was a bit weird because you didn't see a second transport.
No.
And I don't think anyone really took their eyes off of that transport that Chewie was on when it blew up.
There were cuts and stuff. They could have done that better if there was more like of an obvious, oh, there's stormtroopers hecking everywhere, so there would have been several transports. But no, a transport landed and a transport took off. But you...
And it went
apparently two
boom,
took
but
off,
apparently it's
so-
fine because that one that was there isn't the one that was there that they blew up.
Yeah. The last scene bothered me. One, your surname isn't Skywalker,
You lie.
and also you.
I
have a
understand
first
that they
name.
were sort of parenty figures a little bit, just
You
enough
were
to
reluctant-
stretch it to say Skywalker.
You were reluctantly trained for a little bit by the actual last Skywalker. And also,
Yeah.
neither of those lightsabers came from that place you buried them.
Yeah.
Which seems weird to bury a lightsaber.
And then, as you were saying earlier, she made her own lightsaber, which was yellow,
Oh, yeah.
with a weird circle
Yeah.
switch.
She's got a dimmer switch on it, so if
Yeah.
she just wants a bread knife, she can... that would be dope.
Isn't that in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Oh, probably.
They've got the knife that makes toast as it cuts bread.
Yeah, those are actually a thing in real life as well, but you only get one side hot,
Mm-hmm.
and the other side is bread. When an old woman asks what your name is, you can just give your first name.
Or say, who are you?
Yeah.
Old woman with weird llama creature.
Yeah, get fucked, stranger. don't offer me sweets. Get in the bin. Stupid desert bitch.
Yeah. That's what her name was in the credits. Stupid desert bitch.
Stupid desert bitch. Star...
I did
Wars.
find that, like, I was the first to leave the cinema once it had finished.
Yeah.
People were just sitting there as
That's
if they were
'cause-
going to sit through all of the credits.
Everyone thinks there's going to be a post-credit scene. It's what people who work in cinemas really hate about the Marvel movies is that now everyone expects a post-credit sequence.
For everything.
You don't get them. You only get them in Marvel movies. Only exclusively.
There's some that will have like a mid-credit scene,
Even that,
but
like,
that's normally after the whole. Look, here's some fancy images to go with the main names of
Yeah,
the
there's, like,
people,
the fancy
and
credits.
then there'll be a bit, and then as soon as it
even
starts rolling up,
those are still
you're
probably
done.
like the comic book style things, because comic books in general, like, because of the history of the medium, they tend to like try and hide stuff in the books and stuff, or like, you get adverts that aren't adverts, they're like canon or whatever. So like they're going to try and do stuff like that. But Star Wars, you're not going to get a post-credit sequence. You're just not.
Particularly when it's the last Star Wars one. For the moment, anyway.
Well,
in 20 years, there'll be some more.
I think they are talking about doing another trilogy set sometime in the future, which I quite like the idea of.
It doesn't make sense. It's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, you can have it a slightly less long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Pretty damn recent in a galaxy still
Last
far away.
Thursday, but over there. you won't see it really far. but
Last
it was
Tuesday
Thursday.
week, fucking miles away.
Yep. At least 3 miles away. The next part of my statement was, I hope they keep doing the like the other films, like Solo. I really enjoyed.
Solo was, I didn't think Solo was as bad as people made out.
Oh,
for
people
it to
really
be.
hate Solo. I loved it.
However,
Childish Gambino as Lando Calrissian. Hell yeah.
I mean, I watched it.
into it.
It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good movie.
It was.
Then I watched Rogue One the next day and
Oh
went,
my god.
oh, that's why people hated on it, because it went from Rogue One to that.
But it was a
comparatively,
different
yes,
story.
it's shit.
Like Rogue One is a prequel, an immediate prequel to A New Hope, which, and obviously, like you if you know.
Oh,
about
the ending
lore,
was some of the best
Beautiful.
cinema
so
just
good.
ever.
Like properly.
For people who knew what.
Yeah, exactly. So good. But like, you know, if it's a Han Solo movie, you know it's going to be weird dudes in cloaks. Like, because it's the character of Han Solo. Like, he's not going to have a poor, scared orphan childhood, is he? You know, he's going to be Han Solo throughout, and it's going to be dope. And it was.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It
It's a
wasn't.
different film to Rogue One.
Yeah,
You can
it's
have
not
different
one that I
styles.
would go back and watch many times.
Yeah.
Rogue One, I will.
But it's like the difference between a Captain America film and, or what's one of the slightly, Captain America and Iron Man. Like, those two characters have different personalities, so you know Iron Man's going to be slightly funnier in a sarcastic kind of way. Captain America, if it's funny, it's because wasn't he weedy all that time ago? And the Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be an entirely different sense of humour.
Yeah.
It's going to be mostly humour, actually, and trippy visuals. Whereas Doctor
But the
Strange is very
but-
little humour, all trippy visuals.
But
like,
the
different
writing will
characters.
still have the same feel to it.
Yeah, totally. 'cause it's
I
the
felt
same
like
universe.
the writing of Rogue One and the writing of Solo were quite different for
Sure.
something of the same franchise.
I didn't necessarily mind that because like it was about different characters. Rogue One was more. It was kind of character based, but it was more about the mission they're on, whereas Solo was literally just about Han Solo.
Yeah.
But I liked it. Star Wars. So I believe there is a new trilogy in the works, but it's separate to this. Nonology? 3 lots of 3. Septology, octology, ninology.
Ninology.
9 films.
Trilogy. Noctology.
Trilogyception. Noctology.
Is it Noctology?
Could be Noctology.
Why not? Why not? Star Wars. I mean, they're doing The Mandalorian on the Disney Plus.
Like on a door.
Yeah. Who's there? Star
9
Wars.
films. Yeah, I've not seen The Mandalorian because it's impossible to acquire illegally. Basically.
They're doing a Obi-Wan TV show with
yeah.
the man,
The man.
the young man,
man.
Ewan McGregor.
Really, with him?
Yes.
Cool.
So
the
I've
other one's
heard.
dead.
He is. Alec
And he
Guinness.
hated Star Wars.
Mhm. Because he was in so many more films that he
Bridge
deemed
over the River Kwai.
he deemed better.
Yeah. Star Wars. Yeah, I do want to see The Mandalorian because I feel like it draws on a lot of the lore of like the other animated series. Apparently the Darksaber turns up. Yeah, I want to see it, but also it's not Yoda that's the baby because it's not Yoda.
Yeah, it took me a while
'Cause
to
it's
get
set
that.
in-
It's
set
Yoda.
after, isn't
It's
it?
the same species of that Yoda is,
Yeah.
but a baby. Because I thought it was Baby Yoda, so I was like, wait, is this set like 500 years before Star Wars?
No.
It is a baby
set
of the same
after.
species.
I think.
I don't know, I've not watched it.
I can't remember if it's set, or it's either set simultaneous to when Yoda was an adult, or it's after. I can't.
I know
remember.
that.
And
Hey, you can get Disney Plus for like just under is $49.99 for a year if you do it now.
I don't think you can yet. I don't think it's available in the UK yet at all. Disney Plus. I think it's about to be. Or
These
The
adverts have popped
Mandalorian
up on
isn't,
my thing.
because I think it's
and
coming out soon. Or The
stuff.
Mandalorian isn't available in the UK one, or something like that.
I don't
Mandalorian
know.
isn't available in the UK just yet.
I
Or
might
maybe
spend
it is
50
now.
quid on Disney Plus just for
You can
that.
get a
but-
free trial. There'll be a free trial somewhere.
Yeah.
Knock it out in a hot afternoon. There is one other Yoda species in the second trilogy, the Jar Jar Binks one. There's like one of the other Jedi Masters is like a pink Yoda.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's get rid of Bill Weasley.
Jedi
Pink Yoda.
Council
Pink Yoda.
Yoda. Yoda.
Pink Floyd.
Pink soda. Yaddle. Is it Yaddle? Oh no! Oh, there's another one. There's a green
that's
one.
a Yoda with hair.
During the Naboo crisis. Wow, he looks ill.
Does.
Have they named that race yet?
Yaddle.
Same
Is that-
species as Grandmaster Yoda, but they don't give that species.
Well,
a
click
name.
on Grandmaster Yoda and see if there's
If I do that and same species, Yoda's species. None of this is helpful.
just a Yoda.
There's another one that isn't
Just Google Pink Yoda.
Pink Yoda. Unless it's not pink, I sort of is no.
I mean, that's-
Ooh. Is that who I'm thinking of?
I mean, that's the guy I want to hear a story about.
Maybe it is.
Terrifying pig boy.
His name's Evan.
Evan.
Evan. That's what it says.
Oh my god, it is. Hey Evan, how you doing?
Is he the same species or is he just similar? I love Wikipedia, by the way. Oh, Atlantic. Are they different? Bipedal humanoids, droopy long ears, native to Atlantic. That would make sense. Long history of war.
Yeah.
Okay, no, just
I
similar.
guess Yoda species is just Yoda.
Well, Yoda, the other one, and Baby Yoda, which doesn't have a name. Which seems a bit rude.
Yeah.
I'm going to call you Dorothy. Whatever this is fine.
Yeah, that's just dandy.
It's not hot garbage at all. Amazing. So, how do you feel about the other J.J. Abrams Star Wars films? Like this trilogy, rather.
I've enjoyed them.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the weakest one
Sure.
of the three.
Yeah.
I know people didn't like what was the last one? The middle one? Last
Can't
Jedi?
actually, it could have been Last Jedi.
Yeah, Last Jedi. I know some people didn't like that. I thought that it was kind of good.
Yeah, I liked it.
I liked that.
yeah, Last Jedi.
Yeah, I liked that Luke wasn't really there because it just made him seem so overpowered, and he freaked everyone out, even though he wasn't really there. He was just projecting.
Yes.
I know people said that was bullshit. I was like, no, I liked it. I
Yeah.
thought that was cool.
Yeah.
That was a very Luke-esque thing to do, I thought.
Yes, I quite like that.
But obviously, I haven't read all the books and spent hours and hours online finding out
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
little bits and bobs.
I
and-
thought it was weird that they made him like out they gave him like a much different character because he was like this heroic, doesn't really understand the world, but is gonna fight for good no matter what character in like the original trilogy. And then in this one, he's like this sarcastic, grumpy old dude.
Well, he had spent however many years, like 30 years or something,
And like
on his own
he was
drinking
like, this is all BS.
weird tit milk.
Oh, the blue, that was so funny. Yeah, and like just feeling down about the whole Jedi thing, but like, yeah, I don't know. I thought he was a little too grumpy, but whatever. I think one of the reasons I didn't talk about this on the episode with Val Verde. Hot take, here we go. Rose Tico, this character, she was supposed to have a massive storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Huge storyline.
You want to bring up a bigger picture for me?
In The Rise of Skywalker. But
Yes.
there was like, she got a whole load of like racial abuse. Or her involvement.
She ended
in
up
Star
like
Wars.
deleting so much of her social media
She
because
just, like-
people were being Star Wars fans are the worst fans ever.
Yeah, you guys can be terrible.
The guy who played Jar Jar tried to kill himself.
Yeah. Kid that played Anakin.
But Anakin's quit acting
Yep.
and hate Star Wars.
I mean, there's only a tragedy in one of those cases, but... Yeah.
But, you know, that's things that people like doing. That's
Yeah.
things that people loved. And you guys fucked them up.
A lot of this film was
I think
supposed
George
to be...
Lucas now hates it, and that's why he sold things.
Oh, yeah, but George Lucas
But that's
ruined
George
it.
Lucas.
George Lucas
yeah.
did that to himself.
But yeah, you'll suck.
She was supposed to have a huge storyline. I think you were supposed to see a lot of her trying to recruit like other rebels around the galaxy, which is what someone else went, or did she go off to do that, but you just didn't see any of it? So I think like what we got was this storyline and it's so weird to like have an actor like disappear off social media because they've got a torrent of abuse, and like the directors and the writers like put her in the film, so what, you're agreeing with the abuse by getting rid of her storyline? This is a bit lame. So I think we got a lot less of her storyline and a lot more of just whatever random stuff they cut to accommodate this in the first place, and then they just brought all of that back in because they didn't have enough film. So that was really stupid, and it would have given her a much more of a character arc, because she would have had a really dope character arc, just starting as like this timid engineer who like really believes in the fight, and then going through the journey with
funky recruitment person.
Yeah, exactly. And like being a spokesperson for the Rebel Alliance, like that would have been dope. Maybe you could have had her die heroically as well, and then like that would have shut up all the racists as well. Like, you can kill a character and still have it be a good thing. I don't know. So I thought that was a bit lame, but like, whatever. Let's just let the racists win. It's easier, innit?
Fuck you, Star Wars fans. Not all of you, but most of you. And if you're going, oh, definitely not me, definitely you.
Yeah, mostly you.
If you're not getting annoyed that I'm saying fuck you, Star Wars fans, you're probably the alright ones. But everyone who's going, oh, fuck you.
It's you, buddy.
Yeah.
Star Wars. There was supposed to be a relationship between Poe and... who's the other chap?
Finn?
Poe and Finn were supposed to be like a relationship. There was supposed to be a plot there, apparently. But no, let's just have one homosexual kiss and like cut away before their lips even connect.
Was that the two ladies at the end of this one?
Cut it. Yeah.
I saw that and went, people are going to complain.
No,
do you want to know why?
Douchebags
Because
are gonna complain.
Fuck you, Star Wars fans.
She was supposed to be gay as well.
She was awesome.
She was a great character.
I laughed so hard along with a lot of other people in the cinema when we went to go and see this.
Oh yeah.
Because she's the one who goes to light speed through another ship, right?
Yeah, that was dope.
So cool. And when it freezes,
Yeah.
It's obviously meant to be, oh my god, impact. But there was just one little kid somewhere in the middle that went, what? And everyone just laughs.
That's so funny. We could have done with more Phasma. I wish she hadn't died. Phasma was dope.
Mm.
I love that it was the same character as her character in Game of Thrones.
Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, she was really cool. They sort of touched upon it with that lady who Poe kept asking to kiss, or asked to kiss twice, once without words, which was really funny.
I like that.
Because she didn't take her helmet off,
Yeah. Yeah.
which I liked. She sort of lifted the visor a little bit, and you just saw eyes.
Yeah. She was a fun character.
Yeah.
I find it really amusing how like you got the parallels with the First Order and the Sith, obviously, with like Nazis, which you're supposed to because it's faceless dudes, like
Sure.
black and red uniforms, very stylish in a Hugo Boss kind of way.
Nazis or Stormtroopers?
Both.
Yeah.
Hugo Boss designed for the Nazis.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he
Don't
did.
forget that.
And the Americans got to the moon because of Nazis.
Wait,
Watch
what?
Hunters on Amazon.
What?
It's dope. Yeah, Nazi scientists, man. They got
Oh.
them on the moon.
Yeah.
They also made corn syrup, which kills poor people. That's slightly less true, but is a plot point in Hunters. Watch Hunters if you've got Amazon Prime. Steal Amazon Prime. Fuck Amazon. Steal Amazon Prime, and watch Hunters. It's really good.
I do have Amazon Prime.
Okay, we'll do it legally. Then,
I mean,
whatever.
the only reason because I hate it,
Hunters is really good.
but it's easy to get your stuff off.
Hunters.
I'm such a hypocrite with that, and I hate myself. If there was an easier way for me to get all the stuff I can get off Amazon without giving Amazon any money, I would do it every single day.
Here's a tangent. The whole thing about that is like, and it's similar to my stance with climate change and everything. It's like, yeah, I will recycle. Yeah, I will buy from independent businesses when they have what I want in stock, and if they ever have shoes that fit me, which they don't. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go to the place that has the stuff I want. It's not your fault that Bezos is like making people homeless. Like you're poor. I'm poor. We're both poor. Like we don't really have a choice other than to buy the cheapest thing we can. So it's not our fault that Bezos is burning down the actual Amazon. That's his fault, not ours. He could actually pay his employees and not make people homeless and use renewable energy sources
And still be a multi-billionaire.
and still be richer than actual Jesus. So like,
Well, 'cause he
that's
was
down
poor
to him.
too.
He was poor, and he would be homeless and dead after working at Amazon if he was alive today.
As he is, he's homeless and dead anyway. So fuck
So-
you, Amazon.
Yeah, like that's all down to that one guy at the top, and it's the same with the oil companies. It's the same with our governments. Like it's not our fault. Us buying bags isn't gonna stop Boris Johnson being a twat. It would be nice.
Yeah.
Like I'd punch myself once in the face for every bag you buy. You got it. 50
Well,
bags coming
yeah.
up. Space Nazis on the moon.
Corn syrup is people.
Watch Hunters on Amazon because actually, like, it's a semi-fictionalization of Jewish people, Jewish Nazi hunters in the 70s Brooklyn. Really, really good. And like every now and again, like, because it's a slight fictionalization, so some of the Holocausty type things didn't happen as they describe them, but like obviously there's artistic license there. But like when there is stuff that did happen, like the Nazis getting on the moon or the Americans acquiring all the Nazi scientists, they'll do like a weird cutaway to like an animated thing that explains what happens, and then at the end of it they'll be like, yeah, like actually this happened, back to the story. It's so heavy-handed, it's really funny.
Cool, I'll give that a go.
Hugo Boss and the Star Wars Space Nazis.
Yes.
I really like how you can draw a comparison, obviously, because the Empire in the original trilogy, the Origigi words, they were like normal Nazis, right? But like the First Order are like neo-Nazis, like in contemporary this world right now.
Yeah.
And I like how the whole Phasma costume is the equivalent of like a skinhead going, oh yeah, like I got a swastika, but like I put like a gold trim around the outside and a frowny face in the middle. So she's just like, yeah, give me a Nazi uniform, but like I want it
I want
all
it
chrome,
shiny.
I want it shiny.
And a funky cape,
It's
please.
like, just wear the regular uniform. Like, we all know you're a racist. It's fine. Stop changing the swastika. You're making it really hard for us to know who the Nazis are.
That's the problem with Nazis. Their branding keeps changing.
This is interesting. Here's a tangent. There's lots on YouTube of videos about people talking about neo-Nazism, fascism, and racist people, and like not exactly calling out people who've done stupid stuff and like who are bad people online, but just talking about what's going on in the world and racism and stuff.
Right.
And those videos are getting taken down because they use the swastika to say, this is the person who has this tattoo, this is the swastika, this is what it means. But people who are actually spreading hate speech, they're not using the swastika, they're using Pepe the Frog, which is a meme. And they're using other dumb stuff like this. So like those videos aren't getting taken down even though they're spreading hate speech because they're not using the swastika, whereas the educational stuff that's teaching people about Nazism is being taken down because they're using the swastika itself to talk about it, not to spread it. How messed up is that? YouTube.
Fuck you, YouTube.
What are you doing? It's so funny. Funny in like a we're all gonna die kind of way. We're not, we're white, but like our friends are gonna die and that's gonna be sad. But we won't be able to mourn publicly because the Nazis are in charge. So we'll have to say it's really funny how all my black friends died, but it won't be funny. I need to stop talking. Star Wars.
Star Wars.
I'm not wrong though, am I? That's the tragic bit. I hate it when I'm right.
Well, you should be.
You're just
You
gonna
should be
reel
left.
off I should be left.
You should be
alone.
more left.
I should have voted for Corbyn instead of the racist one. What's up?
So, fuck you, Star Wars fans.
I did vote Labour. I tried.
Fuck Amazon.
Yeah.
Fuck the Nazis.
Yeah, quite. It's weird that you have to specify that.
Yeah, but this is
2020.
sadly yeah.
Yep. Don't you miss when like
Apparently, being accepting. It's not of the gays, but the Nazis. You know, they're just talking about what they believe in. Cool. Yeah.
it's fine.
Fuck you, people who say that as well.
Do you remember a few years ago when like what was going on in the world was like a guy was trying to raise awareness for like a dictator, and turns out he wasn't a dictator and the guy was masturbating in public in San Diego, and that was like all the news that was happening that year. Coney 2012. Do you remember Coney 2012?
Oh,
God,
it vaguely
here's a
rings a
tangent.
bell, but
Coney 2012. Do you not remember Coney 2012?
no.
Oh man, this is okay. So presumably this guy tried to raise awareness about this guy who is a dictator, and basically like he's doing all these atrocities, you gotta like save him. So he raised a crap load of money. There were stickers all over Cambridge as well. This was like an international thing. And all it was like he got, I think it was maybe footage from a B movie, and he just did like the biggest scam. And then like he got all of the money from the charity, went on a meth binge, and was like jacking it in San Diego.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
starting to ring bells that I wish that it didn't.
That's 8 years old. That
Oh,
happened
no.
8 years ago. And that was 8 years ago. That was the biggest thing to happen. And now like the world is literally on fire. And I miss Coney 2012.
Who'd have thought that would be a thing?
Me.
Oh,
Star Wars.
Star
So we were going to talk
Wars.
about like some of the game adaptations of Star Wars, and we have one that we could play, which might be nice. Might be terrible. Might be nice. Have you enjoyed any Star Wars games
I have thought about
other than Monopoly?
3 Star Wars games.
Oh yeah.
One that was on, I believe it was the Super Nintendo Entertainment System,
Oh yeah.
which was basically, I mean, I was a very small child.
Oh, is that the Luke Skywalker platformer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
I never got very far in it, so I don't know
Games
how
used to
far
be
it
hard.
went. Yeah, there was no
These used to
save.
be proper hard.
I think I was happy if I got to the Sarlacc pit monster.
Yeah, I never got that far.
I got that far maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
Never further, so I don't know how long it went on for.
Games used to be brutal.
But that was really fun.
Yeah.
For as little time as I got into it.
Yeah.
The pod racing game.
Oh, I saw that. Never played it, but yeah.
Scarcely playable mess.
Really?
It was alright on arcades, but mainly because you were going, "Rrrr," but still having very little control.
Yeah.
Terrible on consoles because you had no control.
Sure. Yeah, I've heard that, I think.
And then there was the new Star Wars game,
What, Battlefront?
Jedi Fallen Order,
Fallen Order. Yeah.
which was a lot of fun.
I completed it.
Very difficult. I have completed it.
Cool.
It was canon.
Yeah.
Original story. Feels very much like it. It was building all the way up to going, there's going to be a sequel.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the payoff didn't feel that good to me.
Right.
But what I did do is I played it. I saved the game just at a point, I thought. Didn't play it for a couple of days because I was busy. I was at work. We were recording and stuff.
Yeah.
I went, hey, I've got some time. I'm going to play a few hours of this. I'd saved it about half an hour to 45 minutes before the very end.
Wow, okay.
So I don't know if it was just the bad luck of doing that made
Yeah,
it feel a little lackluster.
Yeah, so 45 minutes isn't really enough time to
I
get
was like,
properly
oh,
into it, I guess.
okay.
Yeah.
Done. And then it
Okay.
just like, so, sequel in fucking years, I guess.
Is it one of them sequels that's actually just the same story cut in half, or is it like an actual sequel? Or you don't get to know?
I don't know. It doesn't tell you what the sequel's going to be. It doesn't give you many hints or clues. As far as I'm aware,
Yeah.
I might have missed something,
Yeah.
but I didn't see any like, oh, cool, it's totally going to be about this, I excited.
Yeah.
It was just sort of like, in a few years you're going to get some more gameplay.
Smash.
Whereas like God of War or Marvel Spider-Man,
Yeah.
both PS4 exclusives, they had a good ending and then post-credit scene of, oh my god, that?
Right.
Awesome, can't wait,
Yeah.
but I have to for... in God of War's case, I think it was like 12 years or something between games.
Yeah.
With this sort of like a... Yeah, game's finished.
Yeah. There's a couple Star Wars games I played, but I can't remember the names of all of them, so I'm just going to get up, hopefully, some kind of Wikipedia entry. So there's... I'll go through, like, in vague order, the ones that I played. The first Star Wars game I remember, I believe, was... Star Wars X-Wing rings a bell. No, I think I acquired a copy, but it didn't work. Star Wars X-Wing, which is just really on brand for me. Yoda Stories we're going to play a little bit of in a bit.
Wow, from 1997.
I was 8. It was not a good game. This is how big it appears on my screen, so we have to do some janky stuff to make it go. We'll talk about Yoda Stories in a bit. My brother had one that was really fun.
Rogue Squadron rings a bell.
Dark Forces, that was it. So it was a first-person thing where you play as like a rebel infiltrator. Is there? Yeah, and like you have to shoot up all these guys, and it was supposed to be like this is how they got the plans to do A New Hope, and then obviously Rebel One wipes that all out.
Rogue One.
Sorry,
Rogue
One.
Be.
I actually care. Rogue One like gets rid of all of that, which is hilarious. Rogue Squadron does sound familiar. Oh yeah, no, I remember seeing that one. Never played it. Looked too good. I played the SNES one that we talked about.
I played.
What year is that?
Was it Battlefront? Battlefront
Did
2.
you? Okay, I never really got into Battlefront 2, but like Because is it like a battle royale thing or
Sort of.
team-based?
It's kind of battle royale-esque, but I think it's like time limit or points limit. So you will
Okay.
respawn, but you'll respawn back at the beginning, and you'll be a stormtrooper of some
Gotcha.
variety.
Okay, that's
It's been many, many moons since I played it.
I tried to play the original Knights of the Old Republic, and like I could never get it to install. So that was one of those things where like I bought the disc and it just wouldn't install. Do you remember like the early 2000s when that was a thing that could happen? You could buy a game and it just wouldn't install. So you've just got like
Shiny disc.
you can put it outside to scare birds away. That's all you can really do with it. So that was fun. Lego Star Wars games. I'm always annoyed at how little building there is in Lego Star Wars games. There's a 2006 collection of the best of the PC games. Oh, it includes... I didn't realise Battlefront was that old.
Excuse me. I think it was PS2.
2004. Holy crap.
Yeah, PS2 era.
Wow, okay. Fair enough. Do you ever play Force Unleashed? Force Unleashed 2 is 10 years old.
Jesus. No, I think I've played a bit of it, but I've never actually played it. I did play Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
I remember enjoying that, but it was still not it was running around with lightsaber. Not
Right,
as
okay.
good as the new one, but, we're talking probably not far off 10-year difference again.
Okay, interesting.
But, yeah, it was alright.
Are there any... So we'll get into Yoda stories in a minute. Are there any other video game versions of films that were really bad? I don't
Video
think I have
game
any.
versions of films.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them, like some of the Spider-Man ones, come to mind just
Yeah.
off the top of my head. Like the games for the Andrew Garfield movies,
Right.
because the movie studio couldn't tell them everything that happens.
Oh,
They
no.
have to sort of make bits up themselves.
That's so dumb.
So they have to sort of put a possible sequel in if that villain doesn't die, or if it does, they're not quite 100% what's going to happen.
Okay.
So
really stupid.
so they can, yeah,
Yeah.
it can be a bit
But why
messy.
not just NDAs? Like, or you have the actual writers as staff in...
I guess the
your
games.
organisation.
I guess they're both too busy. They're too busy to do both. The games normally come out before the films, or sometimes just
But you
after.
only need
It's
like staff writers to do it. So you just hire a couple of staff writers to actually write the game. They give it to like one of the film writers in a hot afternoon, and they're like, "Don't do this, that can't happen. Do this instead." And it's fine. Like, yeah, I don't know.
the
But
Harry
then
Potter
I'm a
games
logical
were
thinker,
weird
whatever. Yeah,
because they sort
I
of
quite
tried to
liked
put
them.
it in the books, but also the films, but not, and then
yeah, because they tried to do stories from the actual books, but then make it look like the films.
some stuff from the films, and then some stuff that they just threw in.
Just because.
Yeah,
Yeah. Should we play Yoda stories?
let's play Yoda stories.
Do you want to do the stupid screen thing? If you can remember how to do it. So, if you turn that one off, yeah, that's it. Turn the other one on. And then you need to right-click on its name where it says screen cap. And then go to filters, and then turn the filter on. Filters, bottom, middle. There you go. And then undo the eye thing. There you go. Oh, God, isn't this just so complicated and fine?
Nice.
Thank you. This looks like a mistake, but this is fine. There's my mouse.
Shall we say goodbye to the podcast people?
Shall we do the... Or do you want to do that at the very end? Or do you want to do the official end? And do you want to leave that on just in case? Or do you want to not bother with doing podcast-related things in Yoda Stories? Or do we leave it on in case we say something podcasty?
Well, let's
that
say
was the same question.
Let's say goodbye now, and then
Right.
if anything podcasty on, we'll say goodbye again at the end.
Or we'll just edit this around the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. that was the Conversation App podcast.
Star
I
Wars!
would say Star Wars special, but
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah. If you enjoyed this, you might enjoy my chat with Richard Jackson on Val Verde Broadcasting on YouTube. If you didn't enjoy this, hey, maybe you'll enjoy my chat with Richard Jackson on Val Verde Broadcasting on YouTube. Haha, tricked you. Got you there. Stupid goobers.
Great. Insult the audience, Liam.
They suck. If you would like to submit a question to the Conversation Hat Podcast, you can do that on Twitter at Convoy Hat Podcast, on Instagram at Convoy Hat Podcast, on patreon.com/Conversation Hat, on Facebook, Conversation Hat Podcast. You can email info@conversationhatpodcast.com. No, info@conversationhat.com. Nailed it.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. When will they start? What about Star Peace? Huh? What about that? Just give it a
Oh.
try. Yeah.
Work towards Star Peace, everyone.
Idiots.
We love you.
I think you need work. Star Yoda stories.
Kisses.
Kisses, smooches, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so that was awkward because we're still here.
Yeah.
So this is Yoda stories.
This is the smallest thing I've ever seen.
It is the smallest thing you've ever seen. Feel free to get right up close to the screen.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah. I might need to join you. In we go. What are you doing?
Showing people the top of my head. I'm a tall boy. Some people might not have seen it.
It's actually bigger if we watch the stream on this screen. It's slightly bigger. That's so stupid. So, Yoda Stories... I can screw with everyone and move it. Yoda Stories takes place
Excuse me.
whilst Luke Skywalker is training with Yoda.
Right.
Yeah?
Yep.
And it's basically a bunch of missions that Yoda sets Luke as part of his training.
Okay.
Do you want to read the dialogue, or do you want to not read the dialogue?
Dagobah! Yoda must be around here somewhere. I better find him and see what is on his mind.
Boop.
That's my bad, young Mark Hamill voice.
I mean, that's pretty good. So you move around. You can put the lightsaber, in the equipment thing.
Just.
And I don't know if you can hear that, but it's like the most annoying sound in the world. Hang on. I'll test it and then I'll give you the head. Yeah, there you go. Have that. It's really bad. Turn that up a little bit. Isn't that annoying?
I mean, it's definitely the noise of a lightsaber.
Yes. So then you can pick up R2.
R2, what are you doing here?
He's just talking. He's just talking like a
I'm
human.
here to help. Take me along, then drop me on anything you find confusing, and I'll give you some hints.
So he's a piece of equipment now. And there's
Yoda. Sorry, the first time I read, there you are, Luke. Heard my call, you did. Yes, General.
Nailed it.
Some dudes got nicked by stormtroopers. Go get him.
So what's really fun about Yoda Stories is like it's a kind of randomly generated mission every time. So you get like a character of some kind, General
Maroots.
and it's a rescue mission, and then like the location will be some kind of
Snow planet today.
Snow planet today. There's also, I think there's another swamp planet. Excuse you.
Thank you.
And I think it's all randomly generated.
What was this on?
PC.
When?
90s.
Wow.
97. So this is a guy you can trade with. Hello. He's trading for junk, medicine, or money. You got it. It was not a good game, but I played it a lot because it was the only game I had in the 90s. You can also like move boxes, I think. God damn it.
Hey, a lollipop.
A ice mushroom. Outstanding. What's over here? Yeah, you can go in all of these buildings. A robot. Medical droid. Zap. Zap. And it's weird, like there's moments in it where if you play like a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Can I talk
This
to
is-
you? No.
I cannot speak to the trees.
If you play it a whole bunch, you get like one-off missions. So like you do actually meet Darth Vader if you really.
Tauntaun!
Oh, you just gotta. I can't. No.
Don't stab him.
And then you move around, and then
Oh no!
this
Enemies!
door has a pretty big log on it.
If only you had a laser,
Sword.
perhaps
Hey,
in this
what's
fashion.
this?
It's like a sword. Get him!
So it's really hard to actually move or do anything.
I disappeared.
So can you see the green circle?
Yes.
That's my health.
Oh.
Yes, quite. And it's impossible to do anything ever. What's over here? Can I? Anything on this side?
I think you
Nope.
got to go through that little hole, dude.
No, that's a hole in the other. How am I supposed to open the? Oh, hang on. If I. And then. Nope. God damn it! That would have been perfect. Can I not just?
There was another rock on the other side.
Now I won't be able to navigate that down here. Okay, so I've got to basically like open the door. That's all that is. Ooh, crunchy, crunchy.
Oh, that was very crunchy. I'm sorry.
Ooh, such a good time. What's over here?
Ice.
Ice. That would make sense on a snow planet. Ooh, there's snow planet like ice planet. Ooh, Commander Skywalker, we thought you were a goober. Terrain locator. What does that do?
It locates your terrain.
That's some abrasive Star Wars music. Oh, okay, so this just shows you the map. So that's a puzzle that you've solved. This is a thing you need to solve in order to go that way. So we can go down. Oh, Yeti. Or whatever. I've got a big
Wampus.
Yeti. Oh, this game is so hard. Right.
There you go. Get the baby one. Kill the
I'm
baby
trying
one.
to kill the baby. I
Destroy
swear to
it.
God. I'll do my best. I do.
Cast it into the fire.
Can I?
Oh, rations.
Q rations, I think. I married the babies. Too bad you died. So yeah, you get random missions where like, I think at some point your lightsaber just turns green, and it's not discussed. It just happens.
Cool. It's hanging around with Yoda all that time.
Yes, it will be. He will do that. And sometimes you'll have to rescue Yoda, and sometimes you'll see Darth Vader or other members of the whole team, and it's really fun.
What is that cube?
That's some kind of tank, you see. Oh my god. And there's an annoying thing, you can't actually face your enemies half the time. You see what I mean?
Just looks like you're trying to dust it.
I am trying to dust it. He's a dirty boy. And I can't... let me leave. Right, good. Q rations. And luckily they can't... I'm so nearly dead. They can't follow you on to the other bit of the map, which is great. So what's over here? A blue thing.
A second blue thing.
Amazing.
Some more ice. Ice, baby. Oh, a droid.
Die.
Get it.
Die. I'm so
Get it.
going to die.
You've got some bits.
Junk. Can I have the junk? I want it.
You're not allowed it. It's
Okay.
disappeared. Oh no, you've got it. Pile of junk.
Don't know what the sequence of buttons was there. That was annoying. Nothing here.
What about down?
What about that?
More wampus.
Blue guys. Another kind of blue guy.
A weird fish thing.
Weird fish thing. It's just a lot of snow, really, isn't it? Oh, is
That's
this
what
the
you get on
bottom?
a nice planet.
So let's go right, and then down. Right. Run away. And then down. Hells yeah. Anything here? Ooh. Oh, yes.
A bunker.
So this is going to make everyone's life better.
Oh, yay. Pachoo,
But they
pachoo.
do run out of ammo, which is a bit of a pain. But like, it's a
Well,
lot better.
all things do.
Not hugs. Hugs don't run out of ammo.
Do when you die.
I don't think that's ammo. I think that's blood.
Yeah,
I
that's
think you're thinking of
hug
blood.
ammo.
Hug ammo.
Hug ammo.
Who's this? A
Trader. Trade things with him. Give him
Have-
a pile of junk.
No,
Now this is good junk. What
Thank
did we
you for an
what did we
additional
get?
blaster.
Oh, cool. What if you trade a blaster?
No, you don't want
What?
it. Okay, I do need some kind of health though, because I'm so nearly dead. We can go right.
That's
Yes.
left.
Look, man, shut up. Got you there. Pew pew.
Dun, 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 dun,
Isn't
dun,
it Star
dun, dun,
Wars?
dun, 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 dun. Ah!
It's men. I'm allergic to
Shooting
men.
the boys.
Shoot that boys, Jack. Put him in your pocket. Shoot him back. Ain't got time to not get shot.
Oh, a
Ooh, key card.
key.
Good sneeze.
Bless you.
That was annoying.
Do-do-do-do.
He's not moving. I am probably gonna die.
Nah, you're fine.
Do you reckon I'm fine?
I think you're fine.
I think you're. I need a key for this door. What about the key you just got for the door then?
Do you have to point and click? There you
Look at
go.
that.
You're in.
Heck. Oh, another robot. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
Did you kill it?
I don't know. It's not responding to my death threats or my shooting.
Oh, you're out of blaster.
I've got another blaster. It's fine. Can I use this? Oh, it's
Oh!
an elevator. Oh god. Okay. Where'd my other blaster go? What the heck?
Maybe you used it and you replaced it and then it's dead.
Oh, that would be really good. Would be very forward thinking. Because you can't turn to face your enemy when they're next to you. I never realised how broken this stupid game was.
But look, you whipped him.
I did whip him. No.
Have you seen that Henry Cavill might be the new Wolverine?
Hell yeah. That's cool. I'll get you out. Will you?
Apparently
Where's the key?
Wolverine's going to be revealed in...
And it's Henry Cavill, is it?
he's going to be revealed in Captain Marvel 2.
Oh. Captain Marvel 2? Oh,
Yes.
Captain Marvel 2. Not Captain America 2.
No, Captain Marvel.
Different ranks. Different key, apparently. That's cool. Because I always forget, like, they're in the same universe.
Well, especially
I'm
now.
gonna die. This is going to be awkward.
Wow.
Thanks, I'd love to. How do I do that, Yoda? With your stupid face.
I think that sums it up.
I've started using
Just sad Yoda.
I've started using Thread. Do you know Thread?
No.
So it's a website where you get given a stylist and you send photos of yourself and you're like, I like these clothes, I don't like these clothes, I want to do these kind of fancy things. And they just recommend clothes to you, and then you go through, you try stuff out. I've ordered a few things, some of it didn't fit, sent it back, that adjusts what they then suggest for the future. Stylist gets a cut off whatever I buy. And I go through all this stuff. I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this.
Did you get this shirt from there?
Shut up.
Because if yes,
No.
I don't want to hear any more
No.
about it.
No, but Thread inspired me to buy this shirt, so shut up.
Oh.
And then they were like, well, you don't like a lot of stuff. How do you feel about black hoodies? So I put a heart for the black hoodies, and what it says is, that's great, Liam. what I read is... That's great, Liam.
Cool.
Which is exactly
After all this,
Yeah, that's great. Well done.
just black hoodies.
Just
cool.
black hoodies.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Wasted our time.
pretty much. Shall we try another one? Combat difficulty. Just all the way. There it
You
is.
do that while I pee.
G to P.
I do.
Oh, Ben. When will you not pee? That's what I want to know.
When I've finished.
When will you stop peeing? You're always peeing. He used to be European and now he's just a stupid English brat.
Fucking Brexit.
Fucking Brexit. Yoda stories. This hand can pretend to be Ben. Oh, I'm really smart. My name is Ben. Anyway, so I don't actually need the tutorial every time. R2, thank you. Yoda's here. Rebel spy. Imperial battle code. Can it succeed without it? Power terminal looks like someone's brain. That's a good thing, I imagine. It's nice to have brains. Not that I would know. Ooh, what happened here? My aching head. Something happened. Ewoks found you. Hell yeah. I'm a medical droid. I can see that by the fact that you're a robot. So... Interesting. We sort of crash landed, did we? Who's this guy? Move along. Fair enough. They're just fine with me being there, are they? I'm in a bar, Naka. A bar with Ewoks. That sounds like a really bad idea. Okay. What about this place over here? Oop, if I can get in, that would be great. No, it doesn't want to open. I crash landed on a planet of Ewoks and somehow they're not eating me.
They do look like they should eat your face, don't they?
Yeah, they do a little bit. And they're cannibals, so there is that.
They're cannibals?
Oh yeah, well they don't
I'm
eat
back
their own.
now.
They don't eat their own people, but they definitely eat people.
Well, that doesn't make them cannibals then, does it?
They just
Like,
eat
if we
humans.
Yeah. Anything that we eat.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna kill this plant. I did it. I'm great. I'm gonna kill this turtle.
Not the turtles.
I'm gonna do it. I think I did it. Anything in this bush?
Well, there's a weird orb at the top of the screen.
There is an orb. Hell's yeah, I got myself an orb / mushroom. Oh, that could be my ship.
Robots.
So we crash landed somewhere.
Okay.
This could be. How am I supposed to? Okay,
There.
over here. Any junk? Condenser unit.
What are those things?
I have no idea. Here's some junk though.
And you got a power terminal.
So that was given to me by Yoda for some reason. That's something to do with something we're getting somewhere. I didn't really read the thing. Hey, who's this goober? Make a little lost, friend. Let me past. Can't get past anyway, you fool. Okay, that's fine. I'll just shove this rock in the way. What the hell?
Nah, apparently it doesn't work.
Crap. What this one? Need a bridge. I've got one. What? Yeah, have this condenser unit then.
Get that bridge out of your pocket.
Collapsible bridge.
Oh, it's collapsible bridge.
Collapsible bridge. Amazing.
So I would say you need the rocks for that bit then.
Could be. Nailed it.
Oh, only one rock. Okay.
Fanfare. Empty.
It looks like you can only go up, and now you're all out of up.
Okay, good. Ooh, who
I know
does?
it lies.
Okay, didn't really understand what that was. Oh no, no, we go this way.
Does he want a power terminal? We got one of those.
We have got a power terminal. Was that what he said?
I don't know. Pop a
But the
power
power
terminal
terminal was
in
for the-
that. There you go.
Oh. Delicate flowers.
Delicate flowers. Stomp,
Round
stomp,
about.
stomp.
Thank you for the IM mine. So what's super weird about this is that like Yoda, how the hell did Yoda know that we needed a
If you start picking
Power
apart
terminal.
video games, then
get nothing else done?
yeah.
That's true. Also, he's like a Jedi psychic or whatever, so
And it'd be real shit if you needed one and there was not one anywhere to be found.
that would be a worse game. That's
It's like
true.
with Skyrim. What's the chances that this person's the Dragonborn, the chosen one of this god, that god, all the other gods, and becomes the leader of everything? Because it'd be really boring if you weren't. Then it would just be Farm Simulator.
That's true, but also it's really hard to play the game as like just a homeowner because people.
Yeah, you tried
I
that.
tried that. It doesn't work because people are like, dragons keep turning up.
Mushroom.
I think that's a grenade.
It's a thermal detonator, so
It
yeah.
is a thermal detonator.
A blaster.
Blast door. Yeah, it's really hard to just like set up a shop and like
Hang out.
hang out and like do crops and stuff because like dragons keep showing up. Can I blast that open? No, apparently not. Apparently it's just a base.
Why don't you use the thermal detonator?
Okay.
Or see if you can get in the AT-AT
That'd be
for
fun.
the AT, whatever that. Get in the walker doodah.
I'm trying to. Nope.
I'm not surprised.
Thermal detonator. Great.
Wow.
Lovely.
Useful.
I don't know if that was actually a door, come to think of it. Oh, I keep pressing M for map. Oh, so there's a puzzle there we haven't done. That's good. And ostensibly we have to do all the puzzles, otherwise we suck. Oh, it's spooky here.
Brr, kind of spooky here.
Oh, it's
and an,
Ben
it's
Solo.
Ben Kenobi.
Ben Kenobi, whatever.
May the Force be with you.
Oh, we've just acquired the
Oh, we've
Force.
acquired the Force.
Oh, we can force things open
We
now.
can now move the car. Is it the car that we need to move?
The car?
That looks like a car.
No, because on the map, there's nothing here to do. I'm just gonna... like it would have a little puzzle bit if there's something actually here to
Okay.
do. So, oh, okay, hang on. What about... So this guy who isn't actually an enemy, he's just like, tells you to go away. Can we force him to... Oh, bug it. Oh. He's going to go tell his dad on me.
Ewoks.
Yeah, he walks indeed. What if we go downwards?
I mean, you could go in the little houses.
I tried all that. Fruit? Is there fruit in the street? Hey, go away. Go away, crazy guy. Crazy looking chap. Not my friend.
It's not how you make friends.
I wasn't trying to make friends. Oh god, what's all this crap? Am I supposed to? God damn it. Nope. This is
Good.
really difficult. Maybe this is the wrong way. Oh my god. Fucking video games from the 90s.
Beg your pardon?
Those stupid video games from the 90s. So now how do I leave? How do I leave?
Through there.
Yeah, but I'm trying to go back down because it could have been right. 'cause-
Left.
Yeah, but then I need to go left and then go right. But then how can I? How? Okay.
There's a door. Wrong door. Possibly not even a door.
Oh my god.
I don't remember this bit in the movies. But I might have just repressed it.
That is possible. How am I... Oh my god. Like, no wonder I didn't spend my entire life playing... Hey, Si's here. Yeah, this is a Windows 96 game that we're playing. 1 year after Windows 95. And I hate it because I can't get me the fuck forest! Thanks, Ben. Ben's just giving me a hand job to help me through it.
How
How do we get to the ship? Oh. How do we get to the ship, Ben? How do we get to the ship?
There you go.
Oh.
I win.
Hey, there's something here. Drive compensator. Okay, so how do we leave now?
Hey, I got you the drive compensator.
I want life compensation.
Okay, I shall resume the position.
Thanks, Ben. Oh, Benny, you came and you found me a drive compensator. Then we couldn't leave the forest.
Because
Oh,
we're
Benny.
stuck.
Are you a Benedict or a Benjamin?
I am a Benjamin.
Oh my god.
I am also a genius.
Like, so when we were kids and we played games that were like this, that were really, really hard.
Yeah.
Like, it's no wonder we didn't get addicted to games because they were just tricky. You could buy one game and it would keep you going for like 3 years. As opposed to your highly achievable
I remember
Skyrims.
Commander Keen.
Hell yeah, Commander Keen. We
think
gotta
I-
play Commander Keen.
I think I only completed that like 3 or 4 times.
Commander Keen was dope. I don't know if I ever finished it.
Like you just build your spaceship and you get back before you're before the night has finished and you get back into bed.
I don't know if I actually ever finished it.
But then another ship turns up
Right, yeah.
and steals you or something.
Oh no, my youth. Can I, like, cut down a tree? Maybe it's this tree that's a slightly different kind of tree. No, well, this tree. No. Can I use the IM mine on it? Is that a fantastic waste of resources?
No,
Yes.
because it doesn't even work.
Can I force it down? Like that my force is just gradually... That's a firm no. Amazing. There's one over here. Hey, there's my X-Wing. I crashed.
Can we put stuff together? Oh, you've got the Force. Use the Force, Luke.
In the film,
Mm-hmm.
where okay, he can't. So there's a bit, right, where the Luke's X-Wing comes out of the swamp and she hops in it. Is that right?
Yes.
So that footage looks identical to when Yoda pulls the X-Wing out of the swamp in Dagobah. Look, I think they repurposed it.
I don't think they did that because I think it was front. So it's meant to look reminiscent.
Okay.
It's meant to look damn similar.
Right. Okay.
I don't think it is exactly that, but yeah, it's meant to show the.
Okay, it's intentionally
Yeah.
similar to it. Okay. I still have a hunch that it's exactly the same footage, though. That'd be really funny.
I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly. I mean, unless we compared the two, which we can't at the moment because
Not
we don't
just
have
yet.
it.
But when the Blu-ray comes out,
You'll have to buy a Blu-ray player, and I'll lend you the Joker.
can I borrow some slippers as well?
Yeah.
Call back to the podcast. Die bugs.
Yeah, I don't think it was the same. I think it's just meant to look.
Right. Okay. It never occurred to me that they did that on purpose. Die. Die. Okay. Keep pressing M for map. Right, so that's presumably the end of the mission. So we need to get something from above. Presumably. This way, then that way. Then, maybe this is why I'm good at maps. Because apparently I'm good at maps. I don't think I am good at maps, but Laura's bad at maps. I think it's because, like, as a kid I was playing games
What, like
where you had
real
to-
life maps?
Yeah, like knowing which... Well, actually not necessarily map reading, but like knowing which way to go for stuff. So, like, just used to memorising directions and stuff.
Hmm.
Or maybe she's just bad at maps. It's hard to know. Hey,
Oh, scorpion.
Scorpion.
Scorpion!
It's my dinner.
Really? You're having scorpions for dinner?
No.
I'm having chicken and potatoes.
I mean, turkey burgers last night. They were okay.
They were there.
They were inbred. Because I put them in bread. Upwards. Hell yeah.
Upwards, ho!
Is that where the hoe's at?
Yep,
Now I know.
in the wards.
And we can go left. I'm not going to bother unless it's like a question mark type situation. Oh, the transporter. That's kind of fun. Die, turtles. So that can transport me to that one, I presume? Or can it go next to it? No, it can only go to the other one. Seems a bit stupid, whatever. Hey, look at all this.
You got some collapsible bridges there, buddy.
Collapsible bridge. I want to leave. Okay. Who this?
It's Luke again.
I've got to find my locomotor. Okay. Did I get a locomotor? Did not get a locomotor. Wouldn't it be fun if it was under? No. That would be great. What if I kill your robot apple thing? Nope. Part of junk
The
though.
junk.
Hell yeah. Gonna sell your robot junk. I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you. Any more? Yeah.
Thank you. Ugh. So I think we can go this way.
You can go right, and then you can go up the
Right.
top.
Nothing here.
So I think you can go further right and then
Oh,
up.
I think we can go down as well. I'll go down to see if that's a puzzle piece. It's not a puzzle piece. There's another one over here. Ah, dip. Are you a puzzle piece?
No.
Screw you. Are you a puzzle piece? No. Is this a puzzle piece? No. Ugh.
You got to go up, boy.
Got to go up. Are you a puzzle piece? No, you're a teleporter.
But there's a diamond. I know there's just little azure pools.
As your pools. Oh, I need that collapsible bridge back. Or do I need my own collapsible bridge? I'm so glad we did the collapsible bridge tutorial. Wait, was that in the other episode?
No, it was this one, I think.
Yeah, because the one was an ice planet, wasn't it? Maybe it's over here. Aha. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Or not. Do you have a collapsible bridge? You don't. Right, so...
How
hang on.
ill-prepared.
I know. So how am I supposed to? Good, thank you. Oh.
Oh. I'll extend the bridge.
What's the chuffing point? My friend wants to talk to you. That's weird. Because I'm supposed to be rescuing a rebel prisoner or some kind, and here's an Eskimo. Oh, my ship needs an overhaul.
We have a drive compensator.
Do we?
Yes.
Eat it.
And then he's giving
Give
us
me
a
a
locomotor
locomotor.
so we can go to the man from round the corner.
And I stole his gun.
Oh, a blaster rifle.
Blaster riffle. So then we gotta go. Keep pressing M for map.
Down and left.
We can use this to go
Or
here.
we can use that
Hell's
to go
yeah.
there.
Welcome to the future. We got teleporters. Where was the man? Where was the man? Where are you, man?
There he is.
Hello, the man. My droid come walking on what the one I just destroyed. So now I guess we go. Wait, was there another puzzle piece? No, it's just the end bit. One down and across. Isn't this an engaging game?
I feel like I've been
Engaged.
staring at
Yoda.
gently flickering lights for hours.
I mean, that is basically what you've been doing. Hey, what's this? What are you? Oh, okay. What's...
Oh,
It's probably nothing. Oh, what the hell?
Star Wars.
Warts. I've got Star Warts.
Looks like a yub tree.
Good. Oh, your ship's gone.
Oh no,
Hey,
an Ewok. Safe in forest.
why? Oh. What the hell? Why? Are you not talking to me now? Oh, this again. Suck my dick.
Yub nut.
Trying to explain it. I thought I just got a yub nut. Did I not just get a yub nut from the yub nut tree? What's the heckin' point in a yub nut tree?
That does not wield yub nuts.
Oh my god. Do you... Is that what they're asking for in the song?
Yub nut. There you go, a yub nut. Where's the yub nut gone? There it is.
Thank you so much. What? Yeah. I sincerely hope that's it. Oh. Oh, god damn it. Right, so now we actually have the actual mission. I'm so reluctant to actually finish this. Can you be bothered?
It just seems like... No.
No, that's it. I bailed.
Let's see how long it takes for us to die.
I think I've got another 10 years. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you meant... Alright. If you get him in a corner, he'll just keep shooting you.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. It's set to easy, so like... Could be a bit... Kill me. Kill me. Put the headphones on, it's a good noise. I mean, it's not a good disco. The death noise is really uncool. Oh my god. This was the Conversation at Podcast live stream, the monthly live stream that streams live
Every
to
monthly.
your mobile devices. Thank you to Shane Betts for our new logo. It's better than the last logo.
Because it's designed by someone who knows what's happening.
Someone who knows what's
A
happening.
talented someone.
Not us. I mean, I did the original logo because
Cost.
cost. And now we know that this is something we do want to do. We invest in an actual logo.
Yeah. It's only taken us
Thank
a
you.
while.
there, if you go to any of the show notes, we've put her link at the bottom with all the other credits. Hire her, basically. We will be back in about a month's time for this. You can keep an eye on the event page on Facebook, Conversation at Podcast on Facebook, because that's where we update the events. So, like, if today we're doing it at a different time, it will be up there.
Hopefully we won't be late.
We might be late, but that's where we update you, there or Twitter or whatever.
At least we're never early.
That's true. I need to go wash my
Balls?
crusty beats. Gross, isn't it?
I think
See you
it's this
later.
one.
Yeah, subscribe or else. Okay.
Conversation. 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 Conversation.